Guys, this is going to be my first Genesis album. I listened to a song by Genesis, which was apparently fronted by Peter Gabriel. And I said, geez, I like this dude's voice a lot more than what I heard Phil Collins do. And I really, really, really liked the Prog sound. And everybody was like, okay. They says, okay. We're going to listen to Selling England by the Pound. Now, this is, I'm told, a Prog album by Genesis, so I'm excited. Also, Phil Collins still sings lead on one song. I'll know which one. I figured. So I'm going to hit the play button on this thing. It's a territory it's a pool I haven't jumped into before. I've not swam here. So let's see how it goes. Guys, before I hit the play button, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome. That you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. And if you really like what you see, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you, or join us on Twitch. These people over here are actually the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. We would love to have you by. Guys, have you heard this album before? Are you listening to it with me for the first time? Let's check this out. Here we go. Dancing with the Moonlit Knight.
Can you tell me where my country lies?
Okay.
Said the uniform to his true love's eyes.
Oh, wow.
It lies with me, cried the Queen of Maybe. For her merchandise, he traded in his prize.
Wow. It's like a good...
Paper late, cried a voice in the crowd. Old man dies, the note he left was signed Old Father Thames. It seems he's drowned. Selling England by the pound.
Wow, we hit the titular phrase 48 seconds into the song. So so there's definitely like a minstrelly meets like rock riff kind of vibe going on here, but then you have these like synths happening in the back. There's a lot of interesting noises to pick apart here.
Old man dies, the note he left was signed Old Father Thames. It seems he's drowned. Selling England by the pound.
Can anybody give me context on this song? I mean, if you guys don't mind, hit me with like whatever you got in the comments section, in the chat, whatever. I'm very interested. What was this written about?
Citizens of hope and glory, time goes by. It's the time of your life. Easy now, sit you down, chewing through your
this grand piano.
Dreams. They eat without a sound, digesting England by the pound.
His voice, and then that guitar thing, do 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 do. But his digesting England by the pound right there. A little bit further back.
Without a sound.
Right here.
Digesting England by the pound.
I love that guitar.
Young man says you are what you eat well.
Night Uni.
Old man says you are what you wear well.
Is this two guitar players? Because there's this like but really low, and then there's the do 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 do.
You know what you are, you don't give a damn.
Wow.
Bursting your belt, that is your homemade sham. The captain leads his dance right on through the night. Join the dance, follow on till the gray of sun sets in.
I'm gonna end up listening to more Genesis and buying a T-shirt. Did you guys heard the same thing I saw? Like I heard like. This sound, this tone, I don't know of an earlier sound like it. It gets so big. And then that. The chugging, the guitar harmonies, and then going back into this like Iron Maiden kind of sound guitar tone. It's amazing.
There's a fat old lady outside the saloon, laying out the credit card, she plays for June. The deck is uneven right from the start, and all of their hands are playing a part. Captain leads his dance right on through the night. Join the dance, follow on, a round table talk it down we go. You're the show, off we go with you. Play the hobby horse, I play the fool. We'll tease the bull ringing loud and loud, loud and loud. Follow on, with a twist of the world we go. Follow on, till the gold is cold. Dancing out with the moonlit night. Knights of the green shields down and shout.
Bro. Does that... The bass line here. It's such a... They're so cool. This is so cool. The bass here. The amount of places that this song has gone. And then a flute? With like an 8-bit keyboard, like a synth? Oh, wow. This harp? And then these synth sounds. It's so ethereal. I love the way that this is descending and with like a lute sound or a harp. This feels, I made, you know, when I listened to the one before, I made the comparison to Jethro Tull, saying it kind of had like a whimsical sort of thing. This feels a lot less like that. This feels like more prog meets like I mean, honestly, it sounds way newer than 73 to me. With all of these synth sounds and the way that they've been applied. These sounds, these shimmery sounds, not easy to accomplish in 73. I know Toll is prog rock. I understand that, but what I'm saying is I made a comparison to more of a minstrelly sound in the prog rock and not necessarily here. And I do anticipate doing a meetup. Yeah, it feels like essential prog rock on I've just missed out on. I'm right there with you, Tara. This completely skipped me. It 100% skipped me. This droning, like this farty synth, low carry synth sound.
It's 1 o'clock and time for lunch.
Oh.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum. When the sun beats down,
Who's narrating?
I lie on the bench,
Is it Peter?
I can always hear them talk.
There's always been Ethel. Jacob, wake up, we got to tidy your room now. And then Mr. Lewis, isn't it time that he was out on his own? Over the garden wall, two little lovebirds, cuckoo to you. Little lovebirds, cuckoo to you. Keep them moving, they sharp, I know.
I will say, I actually do think Phil's drumming is huge. In the prog song with all the transitions, it was awesome. It was great. But hearing this approach has really got me excited because it's just, I feel like a fuller, bigger drum sound. And this bass run, doo 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 doo. What is that boom noise?
Sunday night, Mr. Farmer called, said, listen son, you're wasting time. There's a future for you in the fire escape train. Come up to town. But I remember the voice from the past. Gambling only pays when you're winning. Had to thank old Miss Ross for schooling a failure. Keep them moving sharp, I know.
I want to hear the drums again. Get it, Phil Collins.
Keep them moving sharp, I know what I like. And I like what I know. Getting better in your wardrobe. Stepping one beyond your show. I know what I like. And I like what I know.
I love this chorus.
Getting better in your wardrobe. Stepping one beyond your
This does remind me quite a
When
bit.
the sun beats down and I lie on the bench, I can always hear them talk. Me, I'm just a lawnmower. You can tell me by the way I walk.
That boom sound. That was the drum I just sent a picture over that Mr. Marmar put in there. I mean, truly, guys, I've got to say that this is just kind of a dope song. I really, really, really like the way Peter Gabriel approaches this, and the narration thing going on behind it, all of the drum sound and the transition. There's so many different little areas of bombastics that just really, really, really excite me as I listen to it. And then the flute. It's not at all as minstrel based. The synth turning low end here. Transition, I'm guessing. I guess not. I thought they were going to synth transition that one to the other. So this one is the Firth of Fifth. This is huge. I mean, I've got to say, all of the different dynamics certainly make it like prog rock, but I think Peter Gabriel's kind of delivery, presence, all of the different bombastic things that happen within this, the riffing, I certainly didn't realize that the guitars were going to be as impressive as they were. This is absolutely great. Love the grand piano here. Might be the #1 prog song ever, so here goes. Seriously? What a piano! This is beautiful. I'm amazed. And this is the intro.
The path is clear, though no eyes can see.
Yeah.
The course laid down long before.
Oh, man.
And so with gods and men, the sheep remain inside their pen. Though many times they've seen the way to leave. He rides
The
majestic
drums.
past homes of men who care not or gaze with joy to see reflected there the trees, the sky, the lily fair, the scene of
Who plays the bass for Genesis? Because, dude, it's so good. The walk choices that he makes are so nice. I mean, I really feel like I'm hearing a nice finger style happening.
to see reflected there the trees, the sky, the lily fair.
Mike
The
Rutherford
scene of
played
death
bass.
is lying just below. The mountain cuts off the town from view.
This ethereal uplifting part.
Cancer growth is removed by skill. Let it be revealed.
Oh, man. So ethereal. That's a 12-string guitar, not an acoustic, right?
And dino songs urge the sailors on till lured by the siren's cry.
Oh, wow. Woo. Hang on. You hear that?
Siren's cry.
Whoa. Whew. How is that happening? Oh, wow. Kind of changing. And then the flute? Doon, 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 doon. Peter Gabriel on the flute. That. When did Phil leave Genesis? Does Genesis ever does Peter ever come play with Genesis again? Is that a thing? Did they did Phil reunion with Peter? No? Okay. All right. Genesis just petered out. I'm sorry. I got a kick out of that one. Bro, Phil is a drummer. That's just a hammer-on, not a tap. How's he getting this sustain back then? Listen to it! Compressors. It's more, that wasn't feedback, that was sustain. What are they using? Like 6L6s back then? 6V6s maybe? Like, what are they playing? Or JTM 45? So that would have been... Yeah, no, I mean, they're having to use, like, huge tubes back then. That's EL84s. That's just a lot of little guys, though, right? then we're leaning to ethereal here. Wow.
Now as the river dissolves in sea, so Neptune has claimed another soul.
Oh my gosh.
And so with gods and men, the sheep remain inside their pen until the shepherd leads his flock away. The sands of time were eroded by the river of constant change.
And then ending on the grand. Oh my gosh. And the piano pans back and forth between left and right ear. The solos, the tones on the solos, the way that they leaned into it. I mean, they really just said, damn the torpedoes, and just set the thing on fire. That was such a big sound, but this... These drones, this was quintessential Prog. I mean, this is every bit like, and this happened before Shine On You Crazy Diamond did. You know what I mean? Like these sounds, this complexity, this dynamic, this feeling going up and down. I mean, it's huge. And honestly, I don't know that there was ever a moment in my brain where I had pigeonholed Genesis a contemporary to Pink Floyd, you know? I think that this was 73. This is October 12 of 73. So we had like another 2-3 years before Wish You Were Here. And it's a more reverby sound than Gilmour is. A slightly more gain present overdriven thing, but that could be from like fuller pickups of a Les Paul humbucker versus the Stratocaster of David Gilmour. It could go either way. I mean, they still get this kind of tone. Humbucker. And this part is why I wanted to come back. What is that noise? Is this like what is that noise? It feels like a really jangly acoustic guitar played at the bridge. The harpsichord, got it. Oh man. I can't get past how good this solo is, man. This whole lead is amazing. Let it play out. And then you've got the tasty bass just doing this walk. The bass player really has his walks have been special. I mean, they really stand out as present, and then they transition from all of that back into this.
Now as the river dissolves in sea, so Neptune has claimed another soul. And so with gods and men, the sheep remain inside their pen until the shepherd leads his flock away. The sands of time were eroded by the river of constant change.
This was amazing. I also think that there is something this piano is just so good, dude. I think that it's really kind of mind-boggling to me because, again, I'd only ever necessarily heard the voice of Phil Collins before I ever got to this album, so it feels kind of nuts to feel like that's not at all what Genesis sounded like prior, you know? That was a very fast 9 minutes for sure. And I even replayed through a lot of it. No wonder it's such a banger. There was a definite when it got big here at the end.
The sands of time were eroded by.
I can't think of who I'm thinking of, but it feels like David Bowie. It's David friggin' Bowie. I don't know if Bowie heard this and took inspiration. I don't know if they heard Bowie and took inspiration, but this sounds to me like David friggin' Bowie. Like Ziggy Stardust era Bowie. No. Sailor. Life on Mars Bowie.
The sands of time were eroded by.
That to me reminded me of Life on Mars.
The river of constant change.
They were contemporary with Bowie. No, I imagine. I'm not saying one was ripped off or derivative or anything. I'm just commenting on where my brain went. Ziggy was 2 years before this. Night, Tara. Hey, you're wonderful, ma'am. Have the best sleep. Oh, wow. Huh? What a change. Oh, man.
You're mine. While away the mornings.
Yeah, for sure.
Since you gone too long.
And is he sitting on his throne doing this?
Not knowing which way to turn.
I can't believe this is that.
There you are. Quite sure that you were right.
What's Peter doing? When Phil's singing this.
Knowing full well that I'd be the first one to go down. And you'd be the one who was laughing, except when things weren't going your way.
Hang on. Did you guys ever listen to Buckingham Nicks? It was the album that Stevie and Lindsay did before joining Fleetwood Mac. If you're not familiar with Buckingham Nicks, go and listen to that album. This reminds me of one of the sound I was hearing in Buckingham Nicks for sure. It definitely feels like
And you'd be the one.
this part right here. it reminds. I mean, yeah, this, and you'd be
You'd
the
be
one.
the one who was laughing, except when things weren't going your way. And then the lady would say that she had enough.
The harmonies.
Wandering around on her own. The day you left.
Thank you, Crimson.
Well, I think you knew you'd not be back.
This is the best Phil Collins song I have ever heard, and I'm saying that with absolute confidence. And I'm not saying this to dunk on Phil Collins, because I've got nothing against him. He's a fantastic drummer. He's a fantastic artist. He was in Genesis. He's Phil Collins. But I think that this is the best thing I've heard him do. I didn't know that he did stuff like this.
Wandering around on her own. The day you
This is such a banger.
Well, I think you knew you'd not be back. Well, at least it would seem that way.
I like this better than In the Air Tonight.
Never said goodbye. But when it comes round to you and me,
Night Scoots, love you, Bubba.
I'm sure it will work out alright.
Oh, man.
And you'd be the one who was laughing and giving me something I don't need. And you know I'd always hold you and keep you warm. Oh, more fool me. Oh, but when it comes round to you and me,
And the when it comes.
I ask myself, do I really believe in your love?
Ah, this is the best Phil Collins song I've ever heard, dude. No, not even a competition. Best Phil Collins. The way it ended here, and again, if you don't believe me, it reminds me of at bare minimum early Fleetwood Mac, but definitely the Buckingham Nicks album.
Yes, I'm sure it will work out alright.
That was amazing, the way that ended. I'm not saying it is to be bold. I'm saying there's just tonal similarities. I'm not saying one's better than the other. It's just where it is. It reminds me, and again, this predates like the Fleetwood Mac era I'm talking about. So again, if anything, they were derivative of this, but neither here nor there. Let's do an ad. I'll be right back. Okay, I found it. Just a brief little intermish, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, now.
Now as the river dissolves in sea.
It was before that. Wrong song. Got either which way. I've been thinking about it since it happened. But yeah, the Buckingham Nicks song, Crying in the Night, is the one I was saying sounded like it. So if you were wondering, that's what that is. Anyways, yeah, the Collins song, I was more Fool of Me. That's the one I was talking about. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. You kind of... maybe I'm just wrong. I don't know. I felt like it was similar, but either which way, listen to Buckingham Nicks. If you haven't, it's worth it. Guys, I'm going to hit the play button. Let's get back to the album, shall we? Here we go. This one is The Battle of Epping Forest. The next song was originally intended to be an instrumental, but Peter Gabriel got a sudden burst of inspiration for lyrics after reading a book about a gang war in the papers. He wrote the lyrics in only a couple of hours, and then snuck into the studio and recorded the vocals behind the other band members' backs. They were initially upset, but came around. Okay. I love that, actually. Ooh. Wow. I love a marching snare. So he's got character voices? You hear the chug on this guitar tone? This is like the softest one can be considered chugging. Fading?
Along the forest road, there's hundreds of cars.
I didn't see it coming. I was frightened. That was a jump scare. But I'm gonna see it coming this time. I'm not gonna be frightened. Because I know it's gonna happen right after the drop.
Along the forest road, there's hundreds of cars, luxury cars. Each has got its load of convertible bars, cutlery cars, superstars.
Cutlery cars, superstars.
Today is the day when they sort it out.
Oh,
'Cause
wow.
they disagree on a gangland boundary.
Cutlery cars, superstars. Is that like the idea of knifing a guy?
They disagree on a gangland boundary.
I think the more impressive thing there, like all of it's really impressive, but the guitar riff in between.
They disagree on a gangland boundary. They disagree on
that
a
was
gangland boundary. There's Willie Wright and his boys. One hell of a noise. That's Billy's boys. With fully fashioned bugs. That's Little John Slugs. The barking slugs. Super slugs. For today is the day when they sort it out, sort it out. Yes, these Christian soldiers fight to protect the poor.
To protect the poor.
Yes, these Christian soldiers fight to protect the poor.
And then the
These
riffing.
heroes got to score in the battle of Epping Forest. Yes,
And the time signature change.
stand heroes got to score in the battle of Epping Forest. Yes, it's the battle of Epping Forest right outside your door.
You hear these like palm mute sounds?
And you ain't seen nothing like it. No, you ain't seen nothing like it. Not since the Civil War.
There's like these palm mutes happening. Doot 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 doot.
Not since the Civil War. Coming over the hill, the boys of Bill and Johnny's lad stand very still.
Is that a clap?
From fire shout, they all start to clout. There's no guns in this gentleman's bout. And Georgie moves in on the outside left with a train flying round his head.
And when I hear Peter Gabriel sing, I genuinely feel like I hear Jordy Greep's voice. Like it makes me wonder if Jordy Greep just fell in love with Peter Gabriel.
Georgie moves in on the outside left with a train flying round his head. And
And the bass thumping in the back.
Lips up the nearest tree.
I love this synth sound.
Amidst the battle roar, accountants keep a score. 10-4. They've never been alone.
Time signature change again.
The bluebells are ringing for sweet real Sam, real ham, handing out bread and jam just like any picnic.
Whoa.
Picnic. Picnic. Picnic.
The octave rise was great, but I thought part of me thought it was like a half step up, not a full octave, because there was like a little bit of a dissonant feeling going from one to the other. There's so much happening right now. What's up, Throwdown? Thanks for the raid,
It's
homie.
5-4 on William Wright.
Brewskis, welcome
He
our new
made his
friends.
pile on Derby night when Billy was a kid, walking the streets.
This wails
the
so
other
hard.
kids hid, so they did.
His rhyme
And
schemes.
now, after working hard in security trade, he's got it made. The shops that need
Sits.
aid,
Oh,
those
man.
that haven't paid. I'll do my double show quick. Sid Micklebrick, fresh out the nick. So cheap all day.
Holy day!
They leave. So cheap all day.
I sell cheap all the day. He's got such an interesting voice.
So cheap all day. The minute they leave and the visit I pay. Does it pay? And his friend, Liquid Land by name of wine, women, and Wandsworth
What's
face.
up,
And I
Throwdown?
put
Thank
in
you
the
for the
legs
raid,
of
friend.
The bastard that got me framed. I'll break in the legs of the bastard that got me framed.
Raid from the Disco Biscuits Throwdown.
They called me the Reverend when I entered
The transition.
on stand. My employers have changed, but the name has remained.
Oh my gosh.
All began when I went on a tour hoping to find some furniture. Followed a sign saying beautiful chest. Led to a lady who showed me her best. She was taken by surprise when I quickly closed my eyes. So she rang the bell and quick as hell Bob the Knob
Wow.
came out on his job to see what the trouble was.
The bass line was crazy. I'm not familiar with Disco Biscuits, completely being honest here. And again, I cannot get past Peter Gabriel's rhyme scheme, right? So she sang the bell, and quick as hell, Bob the Knob came out on his job to see what the trouble was. And he's been doing that the whole entire time.
Louise, is the Reverend hard to please? Perhaps, sir, if it's not too late, we could interest you in our old-fashioned Staffordshire plate. Oh, no, not me. I'm a man of repute.
I cannot unhear Jordy Greep's album, The New Sound, from this. I feel like that album was completely derivative of this song. In a good way. Like, Greep made it his own thing, right? But, like, the album, The New Sound, and this particular one, wow.
But the devil caught hold of my soul, and a voice called out, "Shoot!" To save my steeple, I visited people, for this I'd gone when I met little John. His name came, I understood, when the judge said, "You are a robbing hood." He told me of his strange foundation, conceived on sight
of the word stagnation.
His delivery, I can't get past it. Like all of the different things this man does with his voice.
When the judge said, "You are a robbing hood," he told me of his strange foundation.
You know, when I said the word derivative, I meant inspired by. You're right. I shouldn't have said the word derivative. I would like to clear that up.
Conceived outside of the word stagnation, he'd had to hide his reputation. When poor, 'twas salvation from door to door. But now, with a pin-up guru every week, it was love, peace and truth incorporated for all who seek. He employed me as a car mechanic with overall charms.
A car mechanic.
His hands were then fit to receive all.
The harmonies are beautiful.
That's why we're in the battle of Epping Forest. Yes, it's the battle of Epping Forest, right outside your door. We guard your souls for peanuts.
I cannot count this song at all.
We guard your shops and houses for just a little more. Just a little more. In with the left hook is the best no green butcher, but he's counted on the right by mixed chain gang fights and liquid Lena with his smashed bottle men. He's lobbing Bob with a knob across the gulver. With his kisser in a mess, Bob seems under stress, but John's a joke, it's slammed right in the mother. And how Damien is still not quite sure. 5 acorns from out of his fling. You come together.
There is just an incredible amount of layers and dynamics in this thing, and all of the different transitionary pieces. Like, this is quintessential, like, this album is quintessential prog. There's no doubt about it. The synth work, the guitar work, the bombastics, the ad-libs, the concepts, massive.
Up above the crowd, it's like there's the cloud, done proud. The bold and brazen brass seen darkly through the glass. The butler's got jam on his rails. Roy does out of the lot with tea from a silver pot, just like any picnic.
He's a
Picnic. Picnic. Picnic.
honestly, with all of the different transitionary pieces, it would be such a head trip to try to play all of this live and remember where you are, like, because again, it doesn't have the same form and function as like most of the music that was being played on the radio. It's not like it went verse, chorus, you know, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, verse, chorus, whatever. Didn't follow the formula, dude. And it makes it so much better. And I certainly feel like Daft Punk also took inspiration from Genesis. Because this reminds me of the Discovery album, Synth Tones. The bass line and the synth run.
Along the forest road,
And then this uplifting.
the clouds roll away. You just got it slow. They'll come out for the count of the breaking of day. When the limos return for their final.
I want to hear this part again because
Along the forest road, at the end of the day, the clouds roll away. You just got it slow.
doesn't come in where you think he will, but he's just, the push that he's got there is unbelievable.
Speaking of day, when the limos return for their final review, it's all through. All they can see is the morning dew. There's no one left alive. It must be a draw.
Oh, wow. They all died.
So the black cat barons toss a coin to settle the score.
Performance. That was so good. Oh man, this might go 8 for 8. I don't know. After the ordeal. Is this an instrumental or are there lyrics? Oh man. Thank you. Are they playing harps? Yeah, Peter couldn't touch it this time. If it has a mandolin, when did the Battle of Evermore come out? What year would that have been? I just want to check. That'd have been 71. Okay. You think nylon string acoustic? This sound, maybe I could see that. That's a nylon sound for sure. But I don't think that's the mandolin. Upright bass? Or just string section? I doubt you in this time period. Says there's a lute on the song. Welcome home, Bor. Is this a guitarmony? Am I hearing two guitars here and not realizing it? They were in such great sync, but then I hear a little bit of an off-put. It's either like doubled. might be a guitar harmony. That might be two people. Just doubled. I doubt an octave pedal in 73. There's maybe, but I doubt it. Not reverb. This is in thirds. That's a very Boston guitar sound before Boston happened. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, like anytime I hear that lead present sound that with like that third added to it, it really, like for the guitar harmony, it makes me think of Tom Schultz from Boston and that sound. And I think that happened in like 76 or 77, right? So again, I'm not saying it's derivative or a ripoff, but I'm saying that lead sound definitely screamed to me. And it seemed like for a period, it just seemed too clean to be two guitar players until I heard a little bit off, and then we talked overdubs and maybe, but I really think if this is an era of Genesis that has three guitar players, you probably just heard two dudes in a really good unison. Just my thought. Okay, after the Ordeal was fantastic, the Cinema Show is next. Oh. Oh. I've not listened to much Slayer. What I did sort of frightened me. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. How uplifting and ethereal.
Home from work, our Juliet clears her morning meal. She dabs her skin with pretty smells concealing to appeal. I will make my bed, she said, return to go. Can she be late for her cinema show?
Oh, man.
Cinema show.
This is really got like a hopeful tension to it. Like it feels pleasant, but there's like is it gonna be okay?
Romeo locks his basement flat and scurries up the stair with head held high and floral tie, a weekend millionaire.
This part.
My bed with her tonight. He cries.
Oh man.
Can he fail? Armed with his chocolate surprise.
I want to hear that lead again. Oh my gosh, the way it walked in. Oh my gosh.
Surprise.
I can't. The way that whole thing went there.
With her tonight, he cries. Can he fail? Armed with his chocolate surprise. Take a little trip back with Father Tiresias.
He wrote a whole bunch of. Oh my gosh, this guitar. They wrote a whole lore for this.
Listen to the old one speak of all he has lived through. I have crossed between the poles. For me there's no mystery. Once a man like the sea I raged. Once a woman like the earth I gave. But there is in fact more earth than sea.
Oh man. These synths, this noise. Is that a clarinet? That was a clarinet, wasn't it? And now a flute. I love this sound. The flute is nuts. Going from clarinet to flute. Oboe, you think, Sam? The builds here. Philly on the drums. These nods, this ethereal building. Philly Cheesesteak Collins on that drum transition, ladies and gentlemen.
Father Tyrese, yes.
That guitar tone here.
Listen to the old one speak of all he has lived through. I have crossed between the poles.
It was an oboe, thank you.
Once a man like the sea I raged. Once a woman like the earth I gave. But there is in fact more earth than sea.
You hear this acoustic guitar in the back on the left? It's just in the left ear, but it's ba-da-da-da-da. Synth kind of evolves you out of that, the bass walks you along. that this goes. Hey, Aaron, does that remind you of that BCNR song? No, the drums are huge. From Bush Hall. Transitioning. Wait, I want to hear it again. Okay. Guitar player shredding and not a synth, right? I see what you did there, Aaron, but Paige's name doesn't have the I in it, but I do see what you did there. What do you mean by completely linear? Like it's just a straight shot? What do you mean? This uplift? Oh my gosh! I see what you mean there, Con. Yeah, you're right. It's just it's not cyclical at all. It's just a linear thing. Just a straight shot. Beginning and ending, totally different. That, I gotta say, we are on the last song, and it's like a 2-minute banger, Isle of Plenty. This was a genius album. I've said, I mean, now granted, I listened to Purple Rain by Prince just before this, so it's a totally different kind of genius, but I can't deny that it's friggin' genius. That the guitar work, the synth work, the vocal work, Peter Gabriel's presence and conviction and delivery, while still having the ability to you know, deliver like a both whimsical, serious, kind of funny, kind of you know, like I mean, the boys did great, and everybody is crushing it. I also did not recognize that Phil Collins was the drummer he was until hearing this album. I always just pigeonholed him as the Disney singer, never for what his work actually was. So I'm super excited about this. And yeah, we'll close it. I'll bring it back so we can transition into Isle of Plenty. It does chew it up bad. And then we kind of end up in this minstrelly acoustic sound with this nylon string guitar.
I don't belong here, said old Tessa out loud.
Oh man.
Easy love, there's the safe way home. Thankful for her fine fair discount. Tess cooperates. Still alone in oh hello. See.
That was such a genius way to say it. I don't belong here, said old Tessa out loud. Easy love, there's the safe way home. Thankful for her fine fair discount. Tess cooperates, right? Still alone and oh hello. Like you're alone even when you say hello. And it's hell. Actually genius.
Still alone in oh hello. See the deadly nightshade grow.
Oh man. It's a reprise, yeah. So is this just a reflection on what they saw as England at the time? The grocery store chant, like Isle of Plenty. This is the grocery store aisle. Like it's like it kind of chopped at, you know, big business. Yeah, commentary on commercialism. That's super interesting. And again, like, while I don't know all of the contextual information going on behind it, I do know that this song went this album went 8 for 8. It got a 100% like song ratio. This is like, it doesn't happen very often, but this album did that. I guess that made this an S tier album. That to me was I would not likely skip a single song I heard on this album. I really liked it. Like a lot. I think Peter Gabriel, what he does is awesome, but I didn't realize the guitar energy that Genesis had. I didn't realize the tandem synth energy that they had. All of this was just super sand mega banging good, dude. All of this was so good. I definitely want to continue to visit Prog Genesis. So definitely let me know where the next stop is. Do I go earlier? Do I go later? Guys, I still think I like Peter Gabriel's voice better than Phil Collins, but I will say Phil Collins got close to taking the song of the album for me. I do think that the song of the album was Firth of Fifth. That was actually just a bonkersly, mind-blowingly good song. But guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. Goodbye.